Hi guys, so this is going to be my February favorite. This is my very first monthly favorite, so to speak. I almost consider not doing this just because the products that I got to show you, I guess they're a little bit on the boring side, but I figured, well, maybe somebody will get something out of it. And I have a couple of, they're mainly all beauty. I have a couple of pair of shoes. Well, anyway, I'm just going to jump right into it. My first favorite is a blush, and I featured this in a haul. I believe it was like last haul I posted, and it's the Physicians Formula Sexy Booster Blush, and it has a really cute packaging, although it's a little bulky in my opinion, and it's in the color Rose. And like I said, super cute packaging, has a little stiletto kind of charm, and then you open it up and it even has a little stiletto imprint on the blush. I've swatched it on my hand. It's almost similar to the Happy Booster. I have it in the color Natural. It's a really pretty kind of glowy pink. My only complaint, and it smells awesome, if you ever smelled, what's that perfume called? I have it, it's a sugar, pink sugar. It almost smells like that. So when I opened it and I smelled it, I'm like, this smells like pink sugar. My only complaint is, if I'm going to show you closely so you can see, it's almost the glue that's like holding the blush in the box, it's coming loose. So I almost gotta be really careful because I feel like any moment this thing's gonna pop right out. So I'm just kind of being really careful with that. My next favorite is from Sinful Colors Eyeshadow Trio, and this is in the color Barely There Shadow. Now this, unfortunately, I think it was limited edition. I got this back in, I want to say like the end of November, maybe December. And I know Sinful Colors put out a couple of these little trio palettes, along with some like nail polishes for like the holiday. You know how every makeup brand puts out like limited edition holiday stuff out. And I've noticed that drugstore brands are kind of getting on the bandwagon of putting limited edition stuff out as well. And what I liked about these colors is they're pretty, pop out the little brush, they're pretty neutral on the most part. It's like a shimmery champagne, and this is almost like a little, like a taupey bronze, very sparkly shadow. And then these two are very shimmery, but the one on the very end, it's matte, a matte brown, just your typical brown shadow. And they're very soft. I mean, for being drugstore shadows, you all know it's a hit and miss with you know, drugstore eyeshadows. Some can be very chalky. These are actually very soft, and I did swatch them on my hand. So this is the champagne one, and then this is like the taupey kind of bronzy, and then this is the matte brown. But I mean, I still saw this trio. I can't remember. I bought it at Walgreens, and that's where I mainly find Walgreens, and Rite Aid is where I find Sinful Colors products. So if you can find this, I mean, it was like $3. So really good quality eyeshadows, I think, for the price. So if you can find that, definitely pick it up. My next item is a C.O. Bigelow, I think I'm saying that right, Apple Rose Cell. I got this at Bath and Body Works a while back, and it had just been kind of sitting in my lip balm collection because literally, let me show you. I'm not kidding when I say I might have a problem with lip balm, but I'm more of a lip balm person than a lipstick and lip gloss, although I have quite a bit of all of them to go around. But I keep my lip balm in this huge container that I had originally bought to store my brushes, but it was just way too heavy for my vanity. So this thing kind of sat on the bottom of my bathroom sink, and I was like, oh, I'm going to put all of my lip balm because I didn't have any else to store them in. So I literally have enough lip balm to probably, you know, go around. So this is, out of all of that, this has been kind of a standout this month. And what I really like about this is I usually put this on like right before I'm going to do my makeup. I use it at night. It's not sticky. It smells really good. And it just leaves kind of, and you see I put quite a dent on it. It just gives your lips a nice sheen. My big thing is just I don't like something sticky, or I don't like something that feels like wax, because I have a lot of lip balms. I've thrown out quite a few just because for that reason, because they leave your lips feeling just kind of waxy and plasticky, and yeah, not a very good feeling. My next favorite is a foundation, and this has been a foundation not only this month, that I think ever since I bought it. It's the Revlon Color Stay Whipped, and I am in the shade 240 Natural Beige. I almost didn't buy this because when I saw reviews on here on YouTube, I heard a lot of people saying that if you're oily, don't buy this. You're better off, you know, buying the Color Stay, the original Revlon Color Stay, which I would get the oily combination or something like that. And I am oily in the summer, pretty much year round, but being this as a cream whipped foundation, I was like, this is probably going to be greasy. So I went ahead and gave it a try, and this is probably, along with my Origins, although that's not really marketed as a tinted moisturizer, it's basically a moisturizer. This is probably my favorite foundation. And sometimes, I mean, for the most part, I don't even have to set this. I still do, just because I don't like to look dewy. I like to look matte year round. Because somebody that's oily, I mean, that's the last thing you want to go for. The last, you know, that's like the last look you want to go for is looking dewy, because you're going to look like, you're just going to look oily. And this, on the days that I decide not to set it with powder, I can get away with it and it doesn't look dewy, even though it's not a matte foundation, but it's kind of like in between for me. So I've been using this probably since I got it non-stop, and you need very little of this. And then where I like to apply it with, which is my next favorite, it's the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and it has, you know, it's kind of a slim, kind of an interesting shaped brush, and you can find these at Ulta, and I believe this was like $9, and you can always use the coupons because they're on the drugstore side of the store. I was going to say grocery store. They're on the drugstore side of the store, so you are able to use your coupon, which they always have like a $3.50 off coupon. And this just applies so well, and you can get into your crevices everywhere around your nose, even under your eyes. And if you've owned these or you've touched them in the store, you know they are super soft. They're dual fiber, you know, kind of brushes. I have a couple of these, and I definitely recommend them if you're in the market to buy makeup brushes. So yeah. That's what I apply this with, and it's like match made in heaven. My two last favorites, one is being earrings. Now that I am I'm not going to say a new mom, because I do have a 10-year-old, believe it or not, but I have a baby that is going to be 3 months old on Friday. I can't even believe he's going to be 3 months old, but yeah. When I get up and I get dressed, that's pretty much what I'm going to wear for the rest of the day. I don't have time to be switching out, you know, accessories or whatever. And I have, you know, quite a bit of earrings as well. So when I kind of try to pick out, like during the week, I'll try to pick out a couple of like earrings that I'm going to be wearing for that week or whatever. So it's like easy access, and I leave them on top of my vanity. And it's these earrings, these little bow earrings with a little pearl. Look like that. And I believe I got these at like Forever 21, and I want to say they were like $3.50. I'm not even kidding. The only sad part is that I'm now looking at them. 2 of the little rhinestones fell, but I mean, for that price, you can't, and you can barely tell. And then my last, and I lied, I have 2 more favorites, are this, keeping with the same concept, you know, I'm running around, you know, getting up early with the baby and sending my older son to school, and comfort for me is the name of the game. So these boots, and although they're a little dirty right now, they're those UGG looking boots, which I got at Target. Every year Target puts out these sorts of boots in different colors. I have them in black and this like chestnut brown. Now though right now they're a little dirty because I live in these. And they're just so comfortable, and they keep my feet warm because I don't know what it is. Winter comes around and first thing gets cold are my feet. So if I can, you know, have something warm in my feet and have one less thing to worry about, or, you know, not be so uncomfortable, I will take it. So, and I think these were like under 20 bucks. And like I said, Target comes out with these every year. My last random but very useful favorite, at least if you are a new mom and you're like me, I live in a 2-story house, and with a newborn getting up every 2 to 3 hours at night, back when I was going to say Nordstrom's, Neiman Marcus put out a collection for Target, I had purchased the thermos, the Tory Burch thermos, along with the lunchbox, although I didn't know what I was going to use the lunchbox for, but I found another use for it, which that's another video for. But I actually got the thermos also not knowing what I was going to find use for. And what I do, since my son's a formula drinking baby, what I do is I warm up water and keep hot water in here, and keep this upstairs in my bathroom, in my room. This is where I have all of his like formula and stuff set up. And I still keep bottles of water. And that way it's a lot easier for me to get his formula quickly and don't have to be running up and down the stairs at like 1 in the morning, multiple times at night. So what I do is I keep hot water in a thermos, and like I said, I keep bottles of water. And it's so much easier. And I mean, I'm like less than 10 steps, if that, from my, you know, from where the baby's at right now. So, although this is kind of a random favorite, it has been a very useful favorite, and I'm so glad I got it. And I mean, it's a really pretty print. So, although my son could care less probably who's Tory Burch, and nobody in my house knew who was Tory Burch, when my husband tried to use this, and I was like, no, don't use this. This is, you know, I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but now I'm glad I got it. And I did get them when they were like 70% off, so I ended up paying like $8 for a Tory Burch thermos. And I'm glad I now finally found a use for it, so I don't feel so dumb in buying a thermos. And like I said, I bought even a lunchbox. But anyway, those were my favorites. A little bit boring, a little bit random, but I hope somebody got something out of it. So I hope to continue making these favorites. They were a little bit late, so I'm sorry if, I don't know, today's February 6th, it's March 6th. And these are my February favorites, but anyway, I just wanted to get this up for you, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.